In this video, we are going to discuss about the 6 limited and 6 influencer trait. First of all, we know about what is 6 related traits. The 6 related traits can be defined. The traits which are related to maleness or femaleness mean that is 6 of individuals are called 6 related traits. The 6 related traits can also be defined. 6 related traits are those which are associated with maleness or femaleness is known as 6 related traits. There are two types of 6 related traits. One is known as 6 limited traits and the other is known as 6 influencer trait. So the first one is 6 limited traits. Can be defined those traits which are only limited to one sex. Those traits which are only limited to one sex. That is either male or female, but not both, are called 6 limited traits. 6 limited traits are generally autosomal. It means that their genes are present on autosomal chromosomes, on body chromosomes, not on sex chromosomes, which means that they are not found on X or Y chromosome. And you know that X and Y are known as sex chromosomes. And sex chromosomes are those chromosomes which control the sex of the individual, while autosomal chromosomes are those chromosomes which control other body characteristics than sex. The 6 limited traits are expressed only in one gender. Either they will be expressed in male or in female, but not in both. 6 limited trait example is gene for milk yielding in dairy cattle affect only cows. It means that only affects the female. Similarly, beard growth in human is limited to men. A woman does not grow a beard herself, but she can pass the gene specifying heavy beard growth to her son. Other example is breast formation in women and production of sperm in men is the example of 6 limited traits. In this picture, you can see that milk production in mammal is a 6 limited trait and it only present in female of the mammals. Expression of lactation. Lactation means giving milk to the young one or the production of milk is known as lactation in cattle. So in this condition, in homozygous dominant condition, female is lactating. In heterozygous condition, the female is lactating. In homozygous recessive condition, female is not lactating. While in male genotypes, either in homozygous dominant condition, heterozygous condition, and homozygous recessive condition, in these three cases, the male is not lactating. Can you give other example of 6 limited traits in animals? Please give it in the comment box. 6 linked traits, 6 linked traits are controlled by allele found on the sex chromosomes. The genes which is present on the 6 chromosomes is known as sex linked genes and the inheritance is known as sex linked inheritance. 6 influence traits are controlled by alleles on autosomal chromosome. That means that the 6 influence traits, their alleles or genes is present on autosomal chromosome, not on sex chromosome. What is 6 influence traits? Those traits which are found in both sexes but more commonly occur in male are called 6 influencer traits. Or we can also define 6 influence traits, the genes whose degree of dominance is determined by the sex of individual carrying them are called 6 influencer genes. So we can say that 6 influence traits are also autosomal, meaning that their genes are not carried on the sex chromosome, are expressed in both sexes but more frequently in one than in the other sex. For example, expression of baldness pattern in human. Baldness जिसको हम गंजापन कहते हैं. Baldness pattern in human. We can say that thinning of hair on the top of the head is known as a baldness. What is sex influence trait? A sex influence trait is a trait controlled by a pair of allele found on the autosomal chromosome, pair 1 through 22. We can say that there are 22 autosomal chromosome pair, but its phenotypic expression is influenced by the presence of certain hormone. That these autosomal alleles or genes, they will express in the presence of certain hormone, for example, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, etc. Sex influence traits can be seen in both sexes but will vary in frequency between the sexes or in degree of the phenotypic expression. In this expression of baldness pattern in human, you can see that in homozygous dominant condition, the male is bald. In heterozygous condition, the male is bald, while in homozygous recessive condition, male is a non-bald. While in a homozygous dominant condition, the female is bald, while in heterozygous condition, as well in homozygous recessive condition, the female is a non-bald. Predict the genotypic and phenotypic ratio in the offspring if the mother is bald and the father is not bald. Perform a cross using a Punnett square. Another question, in what way are sex limited and sex influence characters similar? Write their answer in the comment box. If you like the video, please share, subscribe and watch.